Welcome back to the next episode of this Deep Elf Hedge Wizard of Nemelex for week 3 of the Crawl Sun Death Tournament here. Let's get a little refresh here and see where we're at. Lots of red. Very scary. It's a very scary creature or species combination, whatever you want to call it. Everyone's almost died. But we can see here we have 1 point so far, having killed our first unique. And yeah, so let's keep going. Tournament is strong. Or so far we're doing all right. Our spells, if it's been a while for you, our primaries like Magic Dart and Momentum Strike, and then we have our Imp and Grave Claw and Mephetic to kind of mix it up, and then some translocations to mix it up as well. And we're training Conjuration, Translocations, and Alchemy a little bit just to ramp up that Mephetic a little bit better. But yeah, Translocations, Conjurations, and then Invocations because we do have our God active, and then some defensive stuff along the way. So yeah, we cleanly covered off that swamp, or that sewer that is, and now we are moving into our D7, and from there, who's to say? We do want to enter a branch, but technically, if you look at the bonuses, collect a rune before entering any of the S branch rune places. So basically, you can actually enter layer, but this is kind of designed to be the no layer win based on everything. Although many people did that last week. I can't. It's already not an aesthetic rune for me. I had to do quite an escape. I forgot if that was episode 1 or 2. But even so, the aesthetic rune part of this was almost never going to happen because to get let's call it Vault 5 or an Abyss rune, it's a little bit more difficult than a standard rune to get the aesthetic. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not really concentrating any of these specialty one-offs. If it happens, it happens. But it, other than just like not going in layer, maybe. But we'll see how I feel about that. Anyway, we just gotta live. That's all that matters. So let's pop down and keep going here. Summon some guys. Okay. I'll Mephetic just to get the AoE kind of confusion going here. Okay, now we've got a little bit extra here. I do have our poison, so I'm not really as negatively affected by all that. I'm going to pull up, summon my guy, get some space. I'll slow him, and I'll just kind of kill him out. I do want to use... we can see here we can increase something. Obviously, you're like, oh, intelligence, but our strength is bad. And on top of that, this ring is -5 strength. So we got to continue to rebuild our strength so that we can upgrade our armor at some point. Because right now, we're negatively affected by 20% on a ring mail, which is a little rough. We'd like to get more strength and then be able to actually use some sort of armor with encumbrance. So let's go. What's going on? Oh, I can't move. Momentum Strike is definitely not aligned to turn count wins, that's for sure. Let's I'm not sure if Mephetic affects these guys. No, it doesn't really. Summon a guy. And let's move out of here. Bridge the gap, go up, summon a thing. Bridge the gap. Get some space. Honestly, I'll just play it safe. I'll do the full walk away. And just reset it. No rush. I'm not turn count winning. Okay, summon a guy. I'll momentum. Actually, let's go up. Summon a guy. Use this hallway. And reset. Maybe do another guy here. get some space. And now I'm good to do some more action here, and that'll happen. Okay, cool. Anyway, you know, if I was trying to turn count win or something, maybe wouldn't go as far to run away and all that, but here we go. Let's go here. Ideally, I can just magic dart from afar, like so. And let's go down this down. So he's got a real dagger on him. I'll summon a dude. I'll take him out. I'm going to go up and break it up here. Just die, man. Okay. A little drained. Oh, because his dagger of draining, it's a +1. Same thing as what I have. I'll pick up the poison darts, though. A different down. I was wondering, like, why am I getting drained here? Ooh, bees. I don't have... I have our poison, so I suppose I can just... Oh, I just want to get them in line here. Get some separation. I'm going to Grave Claw the front one. And... Okay. Let's Mephetic. Get them all running around here. Yeah. Probably should have just started off with Mephetic. But always forget how good Mephetic is. +5 flail, not too bad, but yeah. Karare, always nice to get some more Karares on. Summon a guy just to get in the way. Alright, he's just dead. Carry along here. I guess I can pick up Javs until I don't need them anymore. Here's a staff. Let's start pelting first. Summon a guy. Let's Graveclaw and call it. Staff of Cold. Not really doing cold stuff right now. But who knows? Cold is a great little collection of conjuration package. So if we're hard conjuration and freezing cloud comes our way or something, you know, definitely look forward to that. Let's just momentum. Okay, summon a guy, create the space. Let's go this way. Summon a guy, and let's go like here. Okay. All right, floor's done. We're getting a lot of like plus, you know, white weapons, you know, like +4, +5 this. It would be nice on a melee character, but today that's not what we're doing. But we have been getting some good staffs, so I mean, it would be cool if we can get like a conjuration staff, I suppose. That might be cool. Okay, I'm gonna Mephetic off the top. Summon my guy. Let's just let it happen. Okay. Okay, nice. Identify. Now we've got our healing potion, we've got our teleport. I guess the next best thing is blink. That being said, like this 4 of something is not going to be blink. At best, it would probably be a 2 of something, so I'm going to go for R. Poison. Well, actually, poison's pretty nice for us because it's an AoE everything on the tile hit, and I do have our poison, and so I could even walk through my own, you know, situation. Let's get behind. Momentum strike. It's Graveclaw. Can I Mephetic? Not really. I guess we just wait it out, and then if I need to summon an imp again, I could. I could also momentum strike soon, I suppose. Or I'll just Graveclaw. Whatever. Summon an imp. Let's kind of break apart this Knoll party. I'm assuming there's going to be many Knolls together, as there usually are. My imp, though, just takes care of it. There's this guy. Okay, so back it up. Get an imp again. Yeah, here's all our Knolls. Let's create the separation and maybe kill one along the way. I can Mephetic this hole here. And I'll create a dude. I'll momentum strike that one. Let's Mephetic again. Nice, kind of mixes it up. Let's go a guy. Momentum strike. All right, and then the Buddha's kind of walking around up there. Now I can move, and let's go hunt down that Buddha. There he is. Let's get a dude. Let's just walk it. Get in here, summon a guy, break it up again. With my mana pool, I can kind of just do this forever if I wanted to. Just momentum him. There should be one guy left, but he didn't chase. Okay, identify. We were trying to find our blink. Let's go for 2, so go S. Nope. I have RLX, so this is not as bad of a situation. Although I don't like the Acid Dragon there. Okay, well, there you go. And then let's try to get this Acid Dragon in a good angle with the summon ready to go. He's awake, so let's back it up here. He might pop around a corner here or there. There he is. I could momentum strike and then Graveclaw, summon a guy. Let's. I can't really Mephetic, so I could just probably take him out. Hopefully, I can momentum. Okay, cool. Momentum strike is so nice in terms of like just pure damage. Obviously, the negative is that you can't move, but it is what it is. All right, so there you go. Our prediction of like 2 blinks being available was correct. One of our 2s was a blink. So now we've unlocked blink. Cool. Not really much action on the spell front. Yeah. Just kind of powering up some stuff. Momentum strike, plenty of... Oh, hello. Let's back it up here. Okay, there you go. Cool. We got our Nemelex to 2 pips, which means we can escape and destruct with those cards. Let me double check. Yeah, so I can draw power from the decks. I will get decks of power as I gain piety, so that's just a baseline. And I'm not yet at the point where I can start doing like the pick and choose kind of stuff. Interesting. Okay. So this is what I was talking about in another episode earlier about like stealth being somewhat beneficial. I pop down here and they're not awake, so I can just pop up. They are awake, but I was able to get in there without getting hit. You know, just that the initial kind of little pop. So honestly, I think I could just keep it on to like that, and then we'll reinvestigate in the future. I do like my training of conjurations and invocations, that's for sure. In terms of spells, It's tough to say what else I would want to upgrade. I guess Blink could be a little better. Plus the translocations works pretty tight, so maybe get that to 6, and the rest can just be natural, and I'll check in when it matters. I can kill this pretty easily, so I'll just kind of do one of these. Yep. And we got a book, and it's Sandblast. Okay, so this is that kind of earth side of things. Now, Sandblast is kind of like a brother to Magic Dart, in that Magic Dart has the range and then Sandblast, but you kind of want it to be Stone Arrow. But I think now I can have this maxed, so it's 2d6 versus 1d8. So like it's slightly on average better to Sandblast, and so I can learn Sandblast now, have it as a spell that I can use when it's close up. I don't know, like E to F, or let's go like H to F, such as that. So now I have it, but more so now I have an excuse that it's like, okay, I can train Earth, and then here we go. I can build towards, hopefully, Stone Arrow, hopefully, So like I should have Sandblasted that one once it was up close. Interesting. Okay, so a +7 whip, freeze, RN, strength, and dex. It's certainly better than basically every other weapon here, other than maybe the Holy Wrath for like an undead. And it's better than that. The question is would I rather have strength and dex and RN baseline on me versus a staff? Noting that the staff is helpful for Mephetic. Because what it does, it's 40% Mephetic versus probably a little bit less. I wanted to make that a small a. And that's that. Okay. So it's like, would I rather just have baseline RN and strength and dex on my body while I'm just messing around, or would I rather just have a little bit more powerful Mephetic on occasion? I wonder if the strength itself would help my casting. Just like in general. Because the extra strength would just be on me. So like that. It doesn't really affect castability. I don't know. It's a tough one. I'll keep the air on for default. Oh, we got an identify. So we got our blink last kind of search. What's next? Maybe we got fog. Butterflies is a good one to seek out. Our what's it called? Scroll. Our acquirement scroll. The chances of getting an experience potion in that set is very low. What else could we try to find? Having, I don't know, a summoning scroll or a butterfly known is nice. Fear, okay. What's the other options? Like brilliance, cancellation, curing, I guess technically haste, to run away from something, invisling. I think on the balance of things, I think I should go for potions next. Although it's pretty tight. I don't know. It's on the line. But I'll go for potions, and I'll try to get, like, curing. Mutation. Okay. Okay, so we got some bees. Let's Mephetic. Mephetic is the solution for bees. Although you never know. And now I can Sandblast. Well. Mephetic. Okay, I'm going to pull back. If I keep running this out, it'll just be the 2 things at most, and I can work with that. Okay. Because we got a little mini beehive here, and I'd like to kill the big bee, because he enrages bees and things like that. Let's pull back. Probably sandblast a few things here. Okay, let's mephetic, and let's, okay, well, I can't go any further. I'm gonna momentum strike the far one. Nope, can't do it, so I guess I'll sandblast here, here. Okay, mephetic, momentum strike, get the enraged one. It's a grave claw, sandblast. Okay, he's feared away. I can sandblast again. Let's mephetic. I could probably kill with my whip, but I still have stuff to spend and a ability to kind of pelt it away. There you go. Okay. A lot of fun. Oh, I probably should back away now. Yeah, that whip is pretty tight, though. Okay. Probably should be sandblasting there. Okay. So what do we get? We're going to get a lot of ambrosias, it looks like, which is cool. I'm going to summon my guy, and let's sandblast. And he's just dead. Cool. Pathetic. Okay. Okay, I don't like the priest being there. Summon an imp. Let's go sandblasting. Okay, I'm gonna back away now. Okay. Let's identify what was I seeking out. Potions for curing. That's what I was doing. So let's go D. There you go. So now we have curing. All right. The water is scary. Yeah, because of the elect dudes. I do have aura lightning from this thing, but I don't want to just like get no movemented while standing in the ocean side. So like I can mephetic that if I was in range, but I could probably just kill it. Oh, there's more than one. The shield is a little more complicated, so I'm going to reset here. Maybe I can split them up and mephetic and deal with it as one would expect. So let's like mephetic. Very cool. Oh, and now I can kind of pelt it from afar. I'll even lock him down that way. Can't shoot. Okay, I can shoot him. Let's do one more up here. Mephetic. I really want to just kill that one right there, so I'm going to Grave Claw. And once more, and then I'm going to go up. I didn't want a momentum strike and get locked down there. Let's back up. Okay, let's momentum strike. Or just not get too... Okay, back it up. Okay, I'm just going to reset that. You kind of want to just kill it before it summons its dudes. Okay, we're in an open room. I can even earth from here. Cool. What's this? It was the shield, right? Ooh, Trident of Venom, not too bad. Let's pick it up, and I'll pick this up just in case. I'm sure shield sucks on the, yeah, like you can maybe get a buckler going eventually, that kind of thing, but you're usually punished as a deep elf, so. Oh, I did not want that. Summon a guy, Mephetic. Mephetic. I just want to reset this, summon a guy. Momentum, let's kill it. Okay, back to it. Okay, there's our guy. Let's momentum and just knock him out. Oh, it's a different one. Okay, well, let's reset. Health is low. I could probably kill him here. Let's hold Mephetic the situation. Now he has good regen, so we're gonna have to be very careful here. Let's Graveclaw. Sandblast. Momentum. Okay, so here's an interesting thing. I wonder how well this armor will affect us. So we're barely affected by the failure rate. So I think it's usable, and also I get the health regen now, and so I think we've upgraded from a baseline robe finally. Nothing's perfectly castable, but it's close. I could maybe level up a few things just a little bit. Maybe like a, maybe not Necro, but maybe like summoning to like 3 now. I do want to eventually get summoning active, so we can kind of creep it up a little. Cool. I got to remember I can use my god now. I do like to, I'm not going to call it avoid, but I like to strategically use my piety early game, because I don't want to I don't want to lose a chance at getting a point for the tournament itself. So now Acid Dragon Scales is technically better. Well, actually, spell failure rate would worsen, so it's worse from that side. But I was going to say it's slightly better for the defenses, but you lose the regen, so it's not going to be my choice. I pick it up just in case. There's our layer. But remember, we kind of are trying to maybe do the no layer win, so I don't want to enter that necessarily. So I'll, at least to start, I'll lock it off here, and let's kind of start leashing these guys away. And repeat. Get that max range going, and then I can pelt again. Okay. Ooh, a lot of sleep things. I don't like attacking from this angle. I'm going to go to the other side, because I can escape a little easier. And I can Mephetic these guys too, which doesn't hurt. Okay. Can't Mephetic that though. Let's try to just take him out. Okay. Alright, D9 is done, and there's our lair. Technically, just entering that layer would give us a point because we would be entering a branch, but I don't want to because we're trying to maybe do no layer win. We'll see. Where are we at? Oh, we're past 30 minutes. Oh, my bad. Lose track of time. Well, things are going well still. D9 cleared with this Deep Elf Hedge Wizard of Nemelex. Or Nemelex, I don't know how you want to pronounce it. I probably could learn Brahms now. I got spell levels to do, so I might as well. So we got Brahms on the table too. I could probably move that to like G. This is obviously going to be a character that's truly a Hedge Wizard. It's hedging a lot of stuff right now. I need to see like, you know, Stone Arrow, hopefully, maybe a Lahub's. Is that Lahubdib's? Crystal Sphere. Maybe some summoning spells would be really cool. Just really build that out. Some ice spells maybe. We can get like a Freezing Cloud thing going, like your classic Conjuration Vehement game, but without Vehement. We'll see what we get. But yeah, so far so good. We're alive. We're probably still only 1 point because if we take a look here, you get a point for a unique kill, which we will have. We haven't entered a branch yet. We haven't ended a branch yet. God is still only 2 pips. Obviously, haven't collected a rune, all that junk. So we still are only 1 point on the board, but we're pretty solidly past that early game Deep Elf issues. I'll call it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Tune in next time. Like, subscribe, all that junk, and see you next time.